One love, one heart. Let's get.
Hi guys, it's Carrie and welcome back to my channel. So this video is a follow-up of the last video that I did speaking about self-esteem. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you a few tips on how to build your self-esteem or your self-confidence. And I find that these tips really help with me, so I'm pretty sure they can help you too. First thing, you want to take a self-esteem inventory. I know you're probably wondering what? Yes, you need to take a self-esteem inventory because you can't fix when you don't know what the problem is. So first you have to identify the problem and then you can move on to taking steps to correct it. What you would need to do is get a sheet of paper and draw a line right down the middle, and you're going to make a list of 10 strengths and 10 weaknesses. This is just like if you do business and you have to do a SWOT analysis, and strengths and weaknesses is internal and opportunities and threats is external. So you want to do an internal analysis of yourself. You're going to write down 10 strengths and 10 weaknesses. And this may be hard. You may find it difficult to write 10 strengths if you have a low self-esteem, but it's fairly easy if you think about things that you're great at, and if you think about things that others have said to you over the years, then you'll find it that it's pretty easy to make a list. Once you have this list, you're able to know what exactly you need to work on and how much you need to work on it, and then you can move on from there. Step 2, you want to set realistic expectations. Most times people with low self-esteem, we set ridiculously high expectations for ourselves based on what we see others doing and based on what we want for ourselves. You need to set realistic expectations. For example, you may set an expectation such as, I wish people would stop criticizing me. It may seem like a simple expectation, but it's unrealistic. I mean, you can't expect people to stop judging you. What you can do is to ignore what other people have to say about you and focus on what you think of yourself. Set aside perfection and hold on to your accomplishments and your mistakes. Perfection is unattainable, so just let it go. You are never going to be perfect in any way, in any fashion, in any manner. You are never going to be perfect. Instead of trying to be perfect, what you should do is acknowledge your accomplishments, however small it may be. And even if you think it is small, don't devalue it. Don't say, oh yeah, I did that, it was simple, it was easy. Don't do that. Be proud of your accomplishments. It is just as important to take away from your mistakes. So if you make a mistake, don't put yourself down. Just find the lesson from the mistake. So whenever you come upon this situation again, you know what else to do so that you don't make that same mistake. Explore yourself. Building your self-esteem isn't just about knowing your strengths and weaknesses. It's also about opening yourself up to new opportunities, new thoughts, trying out something new, having new points of view, and finding new friendships. Be willing to adjust your own self-image. And I'm not just talking about physically. Usually we based ourselves off of an older version of what we used to be. Maybe when you were younger, you were good at math, or you were good at an instrument, or you were good at sports, and now that you're older, you find that you are not so good as you were before, or you thought you were, and that can really break your self-image. You can't base yourself on that. You have to keep adjusting your self-image and your self-esteem to match your current abilities and skills, not those of the past. Stop comparing yourself to others. I know I spoke about this in the last video. You cannot compare yourself to others because you don't know what that other person is going through or what they had to do to get what they have. You may see someone and one of your friends may have a nice house, a nice car, and you're saying to yourself, I'm older than her. How is it that I don't have a nice house? Or how is it that I don't have a nice car and she does? You don't know. Maybe she's in a loveless marriage, or maybe she is had to do unmentionable things to get what she has. So you don't want to compare your situation to someone else's. I know I made this all sound easy, but really it's not. Changing your self-esteem is going to take a lot of time, a lot of trial and error, and a whole lot of other stuff on your part. Make an effort to be more realistic with yourself, and this will help you a whole lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.